All right, so today I just had a meeting that got canceled. I got a couple minutes here that I wanted to try and use productively to add some value to your day. And I wanted to answer a question or talk about something that comes up a lot. I have a lot of people, potential clients that I'll be talking to and the like, that I start talking with them about virtual assistants and they say, whoa, 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 I'm busy. I don't have time for a virtual assistant. That's just another thing for me to manage. And that's kind of one of the common misconceptions that people have about virtual assistants is that it's going to be on the level of having another in-house employee that you have to manage. And it's not. It doesn't have to be that hard at all. During the years that I've worked with virtual assistants, I've kind of figured out some ways that work and some ways that don't work, and I don't want you to have to reinvent the wheel on how these processes can be done. So I just wanted to kind of explain how easy it can be by giving an example of something that happened earlier when I was helping my mom. She's an older woman. She never grew up with computers, and she doesn't she's not super computer savvy, and she was running into some issues earlier. Called me up, and I drove over to her house to help her out. And basically, what she had going on is she's an artist, and she takes pictures of her different things, or sometimes has professionals come in and take pictures of her different art pieces, and puts them onto SmugMug. That's what she was using for her account for many years. And she decided that she wanted to switch over to another solution, which made sense. And she was kind of trying to figure out how to get her stuff off there in a way that would make it easy to put it onto to her next platform. So basically, she started poking at it a little bit, and she realized that there was going to be a lot of button pressing that had to happen in order to get things kind of set up how she was looking for them to be. So she got a little bit overwhelmed, and she gave me a call. And I think in her mind she was thinking, oh, he's going to come over and click all these buttons really fast for me, and it's just going to get taken care of. When in reality what happened was a little bit different. I went over there, talked with her for a little bit, had her show me what she was looking to have done, which basically each gallery was going to have to be open and each picture was going to have to be saved individually. There wasn't really a way around it, unfortunately, for what she was trying to do. So instead of sitting there for a couple hours and going through that whole process for her, I just did it one time for the first one. And before I did that first example one, I got on Skype and I gave a call to one of my personal virtual assistants, Christian. And I said, Christian, I have a small project for you. I need some help today. He said, yeah, sure, boss. What do you need? And I had him, for this task, he didn't really need to record it, but it's just a protocol of what we do. For complicated things, it definitely is can save a lot of time in the long run. But what he did is he turned on a screen recorder. He uses a freeware called OBS Studio, which is just a simple screen recording solution where he can record a video of what happens on his screen, complete with audio, and be able to record a protocol as it happens. So if he needs to look back on it later or anything like that, he's able to do so. So basically what I did is I went through the first picture where showed him how to download it, showed him kind of the folder structure that I wanted things to be in, and just went over that first one, and then said, all right, now we got a couple hundred other pictures that we need to do this with. I need you to do this same thing for all those. Can you do that? You got it? Sure, boss, no problem. No problem at all. I'll let you know as soon as I'm done, and I'll send you over the link to the folder on our Google Drive, and it's don't worry about it. I got it, and it'll be taken care of in the next hour or two here. So that's really all it was, real fast. The whole conversation took maybe 3 minutes in total, And it was kind of funny because when I was done with the call, my mom was sitting next to me, and I didn't have headphones on or anything like that, so she heard the whole phone call and saw what was going on. And even though I've been doing virtual assistants and had a virtual assistant business for some years now, I don't think she ever really understood what it's all about. I've explained it to her, but it never really clicked for her in a way that she really understood how easy it can be. And after seeing that, I hang up the phone, I look over, and she's just like, wow, that's powerful. I thought you were gonna have to be here for a couple hours, and I felt really bad about calling you, but wow, that's not really such a big deal. He's just gonna take care of it, and then it's gonna be done. He shouldn't have any problems. He's just gonna slam through it, and it's gonna be done. Turned what would have taken me probably a couple hours, her probably a couple days, into something that between the two of us only took a few minutes, and I was able to get her all dialed in and come back home to finish up the rest of my workday. So I don't know if the story and the example will click with you the same way that it clicked with her, but it definitely kind of opened up her mind as far as how this can work, because it can be done with end of the week reporting, payrolls, how to make phone calls, reminder calls, cold calls, all kind of different stuff. Making reservations, verifying insurance for doctors, lead generation, all kinds of different stuff. Basically repeatable tasks. So with the kind of one and done philosophy that we have in our company, which is where we never want to have our clients have to show us what they need done more than once, we're able to really save them a lot of time. And I've noticed that once most of our clients kind of get the hang of how it works and how easy it can be and get used to that, they can't even remember life without it. And it's very typical for people to think that they only have a little bit of work for virtual assistants because they don't really understand what they can do. And then once they figure out that you can take a large project and break it down into different pieces and have someone else handle a lot of the kind of more simple pieces that end up taking the bulk of the time for the project, and allow them to just kind of do the little finishing touch-up parts, or the things that are not really such repeatable kind of tasks. It can just apply in so many different ways. And once people kind of get their brain going in that direction of, okay, how do I take this project and like what could I break down on this project and have my assistant do, and what do I actually need to do, you'll find out that a lot of the time you're looking at like 90% of the project is able to be done by somebody else, and then you can just kind of come in and do the final polish up, maybe the initial setup. It varies depending on what we're talking about, but it's a lot simpler than a lot of people realize. Most people think that it's going to be like written protocols, sitting at your computer monitoring your virtual assistant all day, and it's just simply not how it is. It's a lot easier than that. So anyway, started to get kind of on a little bit of a rant there, and I hope that it didn't get off topic to the point where you got so bored and stopped listening. But I hope that this story added a little bit of value to your day, and you understand a little bit more about how easy working with a virtual assistant can be. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me. Contact me through YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Go to troublefreeemployees.com, submit a contact form there, or join our Facebook group, How to Use a Virtual Assistant, and we're here for you. So thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you watching. Aloha.